everyone, and I hope that you can hear me, because the first time I tried doing a test on this, it there wasn't really any sound that was coming through. But this is basically something that I wanted to talk to everyone about, which is making India cool again. And this topic actually came in from Nishant Verma, and this is something that I found on his Facebook page. And I asked him for permission whether I could share this topic, and yeah, he seemed all right with me taking this concept from him, and I really liked what he had to say. So when I'm talking, oh, by the way, I am going to put Nishant's link in the description below, so you guys can go and you can check it out, and you can also see exactly what it is that he was talking about. So making India cool again. I mean, what really comes to your mind when I say something like that, right? I'm not really talking about like how we lose our cool over everything, because I know that we're a very hot country that way. But what I'm really talking about is, wow, there's some like really weird comments that are coming in. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted by that right now. So I'm not really talking about how we lose our cool over everything, like especially like some of those people that are sitting and like revolting about Snapchat and Snapdeal, and how we're constantly confused about like what is going on. But what I wanted to talk about is how hot it has become, and what we can do to make India cool again. There has been this massive, yes, intolerance definitely is one of the things that is definitely there and existing in our country. But like I said, I'm not going to talk about how we lose our cool over everything, but this is about making India cool, as in just how we can even cool it down once again. So if you try and take, yes, exactly, Ashish, it is the temperature that I am talking about. And Aman, I really like that. Hashtag make India cool again with whack. So if you try and look at the kind of temperature changes that have happened from when I was researching this entire topic, from 1905 all the way till now, 2015, okay, the annual temperature here in India has increased by 1 degree. Now, somebody's going to probably be thinking like, what, 1 degree? That doesn't really make that much of a difference, right? Like, you would think that 1 degree doesn't seem like that much. Yes, for the human body, it doesn't seem that much, but it makes a massive difference to the environment. If this continues, what they're saying, if this 1 degree that we have already gone above the annual temperature, if that continues, then by 2100, 1/3 of the actual fresh water that exists on this planet will dry up. I'm also going to put a link in the description of all the different what would really happen. These comments are really distracting. I'm also going to put a link in the description on what would really happen if the planet, the temperature even increased by, like, we already crossed 1 degree, right? So what would happen if it increased by 2 degrees? What would happen if the temperature increased by 3 degrees? And in that article, it's really scary when they talk about what would happen if it increased by 4 degrees. What they're predicting is that then we would be living in some kind of, like what you see in future movies, where we would be probably living in like this massive air-conditioned dome. That would be something that we would be doing. I'm loving some of the comments that are coming in. You guys are absolutely correct. Not only will all the water dry up, the sea levels will go up because the glaciers will melt. Climate change is something that is going on that no one is paying any attention to. And sound pollution too. I don't know if you guys can hear this. My neighbors are totally killing it right now. There's some kind of like wedding that is going on down the road. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Pratik, that's exactly what I want everyone to do. Plant a tree. Trees have some of the best effect that you could ever imagine that would make a difference to climate change. Great, Pratik. Everybody is loving. Oh, thank you, Mayank. You can't hear the wedding noise. Thank God for that. So that is exactly what I want to tell you guys about. One of like the cycles that is going to happen with this 1 degree that we've even gone up with the annual temperature is that, like we spoke about it, sea levels are going to rise, fresh water is going to dry up, the corals are already diminishing. Not only that, while people, do you know that close to almost 1,400 people died in India last year because of the heat wave? And wild animals are going to start coming out of their natural habitat. I don't even know if any of you have seen this video of this cobra that comes out in this village in Tamil Nadu, and they've actually like making it drink water out of a plastic bottle because this guy couldn't find any more water in the jungle where he had come out from. I'm not going to give shout outs to anyone because this is a video that really means a lot to me. So I want to get to the point about what it is that I want to talk to you guys about. Plant a tree. Make India cool again. Now, everybody, there's lots of WhatsApp forwards that have been going around, and I've been getting a lot of them where people are like, oh, just eat a fruit and just throw it and then some plants will come and yay, and that'll be so great. That's really not how it works. I spoke to a very good friend of mine who is a horticulturist, and what she said is that you need to find in your city, wherever you're from, you need to find the lung of that city. So if you live in Bombay, I would urge you to then go to Borivali National Park. If you live in Bangalore, I think Cubbon Park would be another place that you could visit. If you live in Delhi, I know that there are so many parks over there that you can go to and plant that tree. There's a lot of people that, like to celebrate their birthdays. There's a lot of people that like to celebrate anniversaries. And why not just make that a unique endeavor as a form of celebrating? My birthday is on the 18th of June, and unfortunately, I know that it's going to be raining a lot, as it does every single year. What we can do is that maybe closer to that, if we feel like it's not going to rain that day, then why don't we as a tribe come together and do a meet and greet on the 18th of June, celebrate my birthday, and I will give trees to each and every one of you that shows up for this meet and greet. Yes, Robin, why don't we all plant a tree? So if you do live in Bombay, I'm going to do a shout out again closer to that date. And I think the time has come. It's a small effort. It's a really, really small effort. But I feel like it's an effort that each and every one of us can make. Yes, don't just plant a tree. You also need to nurture it. But I know that at Borivali National Park, they have a program that they run where if you go and plant a tree over there, they will come and take care of that tree for you. Very few countries. I mean, when you sit and talk about all of this, yes, near RA Milk, next to RA, ahead of that is where Borivali National Park is. I also like the idea of how we can beat the heat. And Pratik is also saying that, what we really need to do is put a bowl of water outside. And that will also help the birds in the natural habitat. Yes, that is exactly what I've done outside my house. And I don't know if I can turn the camera around and maybe give you guys a sneak peek, but why don't we try and do that? There you go. See? I've got them coming and visiting, and I've got this outside all my rooms where we get tons of birds as well. So the more trees you plant, the more birds that you will get, the greener it will be. And I really, really urge each and every one of you, try and figure this out. Amigo says that he's planted close to 300 trees. 300 trees? Okay, now I guess everyone can hear the wedding noises. What I really urge everyone to do is let's make India cool again. That's all that I need to say. I love each and every one of you from the tribe, and I know Delhi must be really, really hot. And with it getting hotter, you know that these are going to be some of the consequences that are going to take place with it. Borivali National Park is where this guy has gone and planted the trees as well. There's so much that each and every one of us can do for the environment, and I really hope that you guys will consider this. There's a lot of people that have gone and turned dry, arid places into green places. There's so much that each and every one of us can do. It's just that little effort that we need to put in. Make India cool again. I'd urge each and every one of you to share this hashtag, Make India Cool Again. Please, if you can put Nishant Verma's name in it as well, then do that, because he is absolutely amazing for coming up with this concept. Alright guys, that's it from me on the whack today. Don't forget that you can connect with me on my Facebook page. You can connect with me on Instagram and on Twitter. Alright, there's a lot going on. I'm going to be making another video very, very soon. I had to do this one on my phone actually because my computer crashed, and I'm so happy. It looks like it seems to be working just fine. Woohoo! YouTube, you guys are awesome. I'm gonna catch everybody very, very soon. Till then, take care. Hashtag Make India Cool Again. I'm gonna catch you guys soon. Ciao.